Hello, everyone, and welcome into SpeedGaming, and welcome into an elimination match here in the second round of the double elimination 2022 Mega Man 3 Any Percent Tournament. Alongside Nitro, I'm Ferran Burgundy. We'll be bringing the action here to you tonight in this best 2 out of 3 matchup between Ppotdot1 and BordynConfused. And the winner of this best 2 out of 3 will continue on in the tournament, the loser of which will be eliminated. So a lot riding here as both runners are looking to be getting started in just a matter of moments here. We have Nitro, you're going to be doing the gatekeeping on this, I believe.
Yep. So I just have a split screen between everything. It looks like Ppotdot is doing a little bit of practice before we actually hop into the race here. Alright.
Basketball player Alvin Iverson said best, we talked about practice, but we're about to be getting into the game in just a matter of moments.
I'm gonna leave the race time, and the timer should start. I have left the race time, and yeah, good luck to the runners.
Alright, so they'll be getting started here momentarily. As you can see, their reset going here. Ppotdot just getting a last little bit of practice here on the Yellow Devil.
The Devil's a hard fight.
Certainly is, but that's in Wily too. We've got a ways to go to get to there as our runners are squared away. And we'll see in which route they opt to go here. I know that there are a couple of different paths that a lot of people tend to take. Some people start with Top Man, some start with Magnet Man, and then there are a couple of others that are a little less.
I know I commentated. I commentated Borden's first match, so I know his entire routing. He starts with top first, but I think Ppot also does top first.
It'll certainly help for a semblance of linear organization. No, both are going with Magnet Man to start.
I guess. My memory's killing me today. I guess he does not do top first.
We'll blame it on the post-Thanksgiving tryptophan, I suppose. But in either case, Magnet Man, usually one of the more common starts seen.
Yeah.
As, I believe, first of all, we've got our obligatory
we do need to sync the timers here.
Yeah, about a 1.5 second differential. We'll work on getting that closed up here, but in the meanwhile, both running pretty synchronized here for the most part.
There we go. I just synced them up.
So with that, a slight lead for Ppotdot, who is the 10 seed here in the tournament, as opposed to BordynConfused, the 22 seed.
Looks like Ppot's gonna take the easier routes. Oh, he misses the Yoku. Doesn't cost that much time, but still costs him a little bit of time.
Pretty much evens things up here, as, I mean, they're now a matter of milliseconds apart from one another. So.
Yeah, I'd say probably a second, not even a second or less.
Yeah, a negligible difference, to be sure.
They are in sync now, so...
Now utilizing the shots to get in, now trying to avoid collision as both of them down to minimal hits, and Pot with a slightly faster fight here is going to take out it's going to take out Magnet Man just a little bit quicker here.
And now they both should be going to Hard Man next.
About a 5 second differential between the two at this point.
Yep. Not too bad. Anything can happen still, especially in Hard Man. Hard Man is not... He's not one of the forgiving stages.
I would imagine not. Otherwise, he'd be more likely to be called Easy Man, I would imagine. But that notwithstanding, now utilizing that new magnet power to get through those bees. Very well-timed jump, switching over to Rush Coil. And we thank you for the link there in the chat. You can check out the entire bracket as well as the Mega Man Discord via the
Looks
invite
like
there.
Ppotdot did he did take a hit to that monkey. See what Borden does. Does he take a hit or no? Borden does not take a hit.
It does get a little bit of energy back, but loses a little bit of time in the process. And now moving through the snappers here, trying to avoid the beat. Not quite
takes
able
the
to
hit.
do so.
And now we have one of the hardest proto fights. Just because it's not on terrain. Looks like Borden gets the dodge of the bees. Good proto fight from Borden. Ooh, Ppotdot almost died there.
Was able to hang on with just a couple of energy wedges and was able to pick up the hard man ability.
Looks like Borden
heads
also
on out of there at about a 427.
Not too bad.
So the lead's going to extend here by a little more than triple. Now about a 17-second lead here for Ppotdot heading on to Top Man.
Look, I think they both go to Top Man now, and I'm just praying to God Borden does not fall into so many pits this time. Because last time he tried to play risky, and that costed him to be here right now.
And sometimes, especially if you're an underdog, that is a bit of a risk-reward that you take. Is, you know, especially if you're playing someone who is either more experienced than you or has
like
more skill.
Ppotdot is double the seed of Borden. Looks like Dot wasted I think 2 magnet missiles, leaving him with I don't think enough to finish off this cat. Nope, he had just enough.
Just barely, but is able to slide on through here, and that'll
Let's see, is anybody
just a little bit here.
Is anybody gonna prove my theory that the Met room is the hardest room in the game? Dang, neither of them are gonna prove my theory. Somebody's gonna prove my theory that the Met room is the hardest in the game.
Now, for those a little bit less familiar, the Met room is this one here with the rising and lowering tops, or is that a different room that you're referencing?
The room right before that.
Ah, okay, with the numerous slides.
Yeah, it's like somebody has to prove that it's the hardest in the game. Looks like Borden messed up the fight a little bit here.
May have had a hiccup or two along the way, but is able to get through it.
Let's see, are they going to play risky in Shadow, or are they going to play it safe? Oh wait, this is top first. I just realized that as I was saying it. They can just use Magnet Missile. Instead of, with the top first route, you have to use the top spin, which can get very dangerous.
Yeah, the top spin is one of those mechanisms that even people who have played this game for decades have tendencies to have some challenges with the mechanics on. Granted, I'm speaking for myself in that regard, but that notwithstanding. Borden now working on the Proto Man fight.
Looks like Ppotdot is also going to use the magnet missiles on these little bunnies.
Yeah, the
hoppers.
parachutes there.
Yeah. Let's see. If you slide into Shadow Man as he slides, you can actually lose all your magnet ammo. And then you have to, in this case, you would switch to magnet. Looks like Borden is gonna opt to not take all the slides. And I know the magnet routes by heart because I always do magnet first. Oh no! Oh, Borden comes out of the fight with one top ammo left. That was
you did allude to that it is something that can occur, but
yeah,
thankfully it wasn't.
That almost did occur. That almost occurred with Borden. We're gonna see them both go into Gemini and then Needle after. And here we go. Say goodbye to the music, guys. This is your last chance to listen to music for now. Ooh, Ppotdot did miss the zip. Looks like Borden's gonna opt to use magnet missile. Let's see, is Borden gonna get this? Borden is also going to get the oh! Ppotdot taking a death! Oh no!
Well, those are some challenging slides, and is going to opt for an alternate route utilizing the Rush Marine that was picked up. We'll also get an energy tank along the way here.
Yep. You can also die here. Hey, we're playing hopscotch. Hopscotch with Rush. Let's see, is Borden gonna... Oh, Borden opting to take the health.
And now into Gemini Man is Pot, gonna utilize the Shadow Blades.
Looks like we're not gonna get to see hopscotch with Rush today, guys. At least from Borden. No, Borden! That's all on me, guys. Hashtag blame me.
The old commentator's curse trick.
It's all my fault.
This month.
Guys, I'm gonna type something in chat. Just copy and paste it. Alright, there we go. Just typed in chat, guys. Just copy and paste. I definitely digs him.
I think at the moment, Borden's going to be putting more blame on gravity, as now taking a second death here is going to utilize the Rush Marine. Meanwhile...
Uh-oh. No, okay, I thought he was about to die again.
Working on Needleman.
Uh-oh. Not again. Not again. This is all my fault. Why did I say a word? I just sat here on my couch and watched this race. And he's gonna have to go for the jumps again because he does not have enough Rush Marine ammo to finish off. And he's now fine. Looks like Ppotdot is gonna go into the Needleman fight.
Makes quick work of Needleman.
And we're gonna see Borden go into the why can't I think? Gemini Man fight. Do you know off the do you actually know what happen to know what each player's PB is? Or
off the top of my head, I don't, but I can quickly pull that up here.
Yeah, I was gonna
now
say.
Heading over to Sparkman is Pot.
Wait, he goes to Spark before Snake? I guess that's preference, but we're gonna see Borden go through Needleman stage now, while we see Ppotdot go through Spark. From what I just figured out is Ppotdot's PB is a why can I not think? It's a
like
36-26
I see here on the speedrun listing. I don't see one for BordynConfused listed, so that means that must mean there wasn't one submitted, as looks like the 139th place submitted is an hour 29:38, and if Borden's taken longer than that, then we'll probably see a forfeit before we get that far, but I don't think that's the case.
I can see because I know they still have it in announcements, because I actually was one of them who did not submit a PB because I was not able to. Nope, according to this, the only people who did not submit a PB were me, Kaiser Krister, and Futuristic Mega Man. Those were the only 3 people. So I can just look over at his stream. But what's it called? What Ppotdot's PB is 35:58 at the moment.
Okay, so the information that is on the speedrun.com website is a bit antiquated, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Or outdated.
Exactly. And it looks like Borden's PB is a 41:32. So not too big of a difference, but also not too small of a difference. And I can definitely see why we can't use this audio yet. But that's okay. Things come up that you simply can't change.
Right, you are about that, Nitro. So both runners here on Snake Man. However, in Pot's case, well, having already completed Sparkman, this is the last of the 8 initial robot bosses in which to take care of. Borden will still have to deal with Sparkman following the conclusion of this.
Yep, but like said, anything can happen. Nothing. It's not. You don't see things happen the way you're supposed to. In this game, it's difficult. Right after this, you're gonna see the Dock Robos, which are the most brutal stages of them all.
And there's Snake Man down on top side at just a little over 18 minutes.
And Ppotdot gets a 18:03. Not a bad 8 robos at all. Let's see how. Let me see how far is Borden. 21, and he still has another stage left. So I'd say probably about 2 minutes and probably 20 seconds behind. Yeah, the hard way games, yes, I think there's gonna be many deaths in Dock Robos.
Starting off here with Needleman, which brings a retro visit from a couple of the robot bosses from Mega Man 2.
Meaning what we mean by some, meaning all.
Well, yes, but only 2 of the 8 of them are in the Needleman stage.
Yeah. Well, some of them in the Needle, but within the 4 Dock stages, you will see 2 Mega Man 2 bosses. That felt weird to say.
You'll see a pair of the Mega Man 2 bosses.
Yes,
in
we'll say that
stages.
instead, so that way it doesn't sound like a tongue twister.
So here we have the I guess revival of Airman and quickly being taken care of there.
Yep, Airman, and now the song "I Can't Be Airman" is now definitely invalid. We just beat him twice. So, the song is now simply invalid. Prove me otherwise.
One thing that I note is rather interesting here is something that I didn't know playing this as a youngster is that when you jump while on the rush jet, it you don't utilize any of the energy off of it, or at least it reduces it significantly.
I actually did not start playing Mega Man until just maybe a year or 2 ago. Then I only got into speedrunning it maybe last year. But when I first played Mega Man 3, I was just like, "Oh, Rush Jet, this is gonna be great." And then I eventually figured out from watching speedruns before I started speedrunning it, that you can just jump on Rush Jet. You save like 8 ticks of ammo. Here we go. We're gonna see Ppotdot going into the Dock crash fight, while we see Borden going into Dock Gemini. And Ppotdot has left. So yeah, Ppotdot's about a stage ahead right now.
Yeah, given the struggles that were in Gemini previously, well, at least a little bit for both runners, I can see in Borden's case why there would be the option to get that out of the way first.
Yeah. Ppotdot almost got hit by the spider, but he did not get hit by it. He's playing it risky. He's here to win.
That's something else that I didn't know, is if you spawn 3 of those, I
also did not know that. And I still don't do it to this day, because I just simply haven't taken my time to learn it yet. So I just smash to my heart's content. Looks like Borden's gonna go into the Dock Flash fight, while Ppotdot is going to go into the Dock Metal fight, the revival of 2 of the easiest bosses in each game. Well, 2 of the easiest bosses from Mega Man 2.
And then just to make this fall a little bit more challenging, let's throw some spikes into the mix.
Yeah, let's throw some spikes. Capcom just said let's throw in some spikes. So that way if you fall, it's just instant death. Here we go. We're gonna go see Ppotdot go into the Doc quick fight. Okay, and Ppotdot gets a smooth fight. Ppotdot comes out of. He's now going to go to Doc Gemini as well. Borden is about to complete Doc Gemini. He's in the Doc Bubble fight. Another good boss. One of my favorites from Mega Man 2 and 3. I think, yeah, Borden's gonna take the usual route here and go Doc Gemini. Ooh, wait, I don't know if Borden actually got that music despawn. I'm actually gonna go check his stream about that.
Alright, Borden meanwhile working on the Shadow Man Doc level. And now Pot taking the turn in Gemini.
I was too late to find out if Borden actually got the music despawn or not, but it kind of looks like he's a little less laggy, but I actually don't know.
I know that BordynConfused is about to confront the Doc Woodman.
Yep, that's all I know. We did not. I hated Doc Wood back then. It took me so long to beat him. Here we go. And Ppotdot is now. Oh. Ppotdot is now taking his turn in Doc Gemini. Well, he's about to go face Doc Bubble. Confront Doc Bubble this time. See, I know Ppotdot took a few deaths in this room actually the last time. No commentator jinx, knock on wood. But I got nothing there. He did not die. That's good.
So Pot takes out the Water of Bubble Man, and almost conversely, Borden now working on the Fire of Heat Man.
Yep, that's. Let's see. We did not. I don't think we saw a double hit, right?
Not sure, but now things are going to switch in the other sense. Pot now going to go to Shadow Man, and
Pot is now taking his turn in the shadow.
Borden over at Needle.
Yep.
Which of the original 8 is probably my favorite theme.
Ppotdot, get out of chat. Do your race. Pay attention to your race. Don't chat. It's not a good idea. I'll tell you that from experience. Here we go. Ppotdot's now gonna go confront Doc Wood about using all the pollution in the world from the leaves. Ppotdot gets
what's wrong with the leaves falling?
Right.
I mean, it is autumn after all.
Well, I mean, actually, it's close to winter. But you know, Wood was taking all the leaves like during spring. So, I mean, gotta confront him about that. Looks like Borden did his air fight. Alright, Ppotdot is now out of the Doc Robo stages. We're gonna do Breakman one last encounter before we go into Wily, before we figure out Wily was behind it all.
The surprise of absolutely nobody.
Yeah, like, it's crazy. Who would have guessed that Wily's actually behind it? Looks like Borden's gonna opt to take the E-Tank.
And the infamous eyebrows.
Get your eyebrows in chat, everybody. Eyebrows in chat. We love the eyebrows. Oh, Ppotdot takes a death. He should be fine though.
It doesn't lose a lot of time, but still loses some time. Just,
Yeah.
I guess an Eaton input trying to jump out of that slide and just slid right into the spike.
That does give Borden a little time to catch up though. A little time can be a lot of time in races. That's a quote from me.
I'm sure that'll be right up there with Patrick Henry's "I regret that I have but one life to give to my country" or something along those lines.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the Grammys this year for most inspirational quote. But we are gonna see the most RNG boss out of this in this game. The chemical oil maker. So far, good fight from.
You're right. You know
yeah.
what? I was never good in history class. Yes, Patrick Henry was giving me liberty. I was confusing Patrick Henry and Nathan Hale.
Okay, well, I'll be with him then.
Stay in school, kids.
Don't drop out unless you become a streamer and you get paid $1,000 a month. In that case, feel free. But other than that, don't do it. Don't do it. Stay in school. Learn history, learn math, learn things you're gonna need in life. Get a job. Here we go. This is the stage that Ppotdot was practicing. Good fight from Borden.
I should note that the higher timbers that are expressed here are solely those of Nitro X Nate YT and in no way reflect those of myself or any of the members of the SpeedGaming channel or its affiliates, subsidiaries, or otherwise. Disclaimer ended. Here we go to the Yellow Devil fight.
I'm just saying random things at this point. I'm watching a race. I'm commentating it. It's 9:30 at night. 10 o'clock now. Ppotdot
able to one cycle. One cycle's the Yellow Devil, which I believe would have been an 18-second time sync had that not occurred. I believe it takes, what, 10 Shadow Blade shots to do so?
Oh, Borden, no!
Borden getting out-quicked there by Quickman and has to redo that here.
So, since lost, to answer your question, you take the hit because if you don't, you're gonna die to the you're gonna get hit twice. Or just like this guy said, to position themselves properly for the 1 cycle. Borden just died again. No.
Meanwhile, the one-shot switched to top spin after the rush coil on Pot's side, and that takes care of Wily 3 and the holograms. And next up is the refights.
The refights, where you can get soft locked, but is unlikely. Here we go. We're gonna see Borden fight Breakman, who should just be given the name Proto Man. Okay, looks like Ppotdot. Go ahead.
I was gonna say Pot finishing up with the Guts bots, and now is on to the first of the 8 refights.
Here we go. Get your eyebrows out with chat. Looks like Borden is going to Wily. Here we go. This is one of the bosses where if not done properly, you can get soft locked. Oh, holy crap. Ppotdot almost just got soft locked. If he did, it would have been commentator curse like usual.
Well, now what causes that? Just out of curiosity, asking.
You hit
less familiar.
If you use magnet missile or hard weapon against Hardman, you can if you shoot it while you have your arm out and you shoot it again, then you can just get soft locked and die. And then you have to restart the Wily stages again.
So it wouldn't have necessarily been an immense loss in this case here, given that now the 8 refights are over. It's onto the Wily machine here for Pot.
I will have to say this is probably Pot's race, but anything can still happen. But I don't want to see it happen because I don't want to see Pot suffer that much.
Yeah, that's levels of Schadenfreude that's generally left to the chat.
Oh, Ppotdot missed the 1 cycle of the Wily machine, but then he got the backup of Shadow Blade. He's gonna go on to Gam.
And there goes Dr. Wily after the Gamma fight.
Ppotdot, if you're in chat, please click done in race time.
Who has finished with an official race time of 37 minutes and 20 seconds.
Wait, did he
and has
click
taken the
race
first in this game of 3.
time?
We're in the best of
I
3 series here.
Here, I got the next race time.
And it looks like BordynConfused has. Well, it's going to continue on here. And is getting some. Getting into a bit of some trouble with the bees. Oh, and then slides into the pit. And looks to have dropped a forfeit based off of that.
Wait, so now I click the next race in the series, right? Since we're ready for the next one. That I did not learn last time I used this. It was just earlier.
We're going to take a moment here to get everything set up for the second in this best of 3 race. And we'll be back in a matter of a few moments here on SpeedGaming. We are back here on Speed Gaming. Thank you for sticking with us alongside Nitro X Nate. I'm Ferran Burgundy. We have game number 2 in this best of 3 between BordynConfused and Ppotdot1. And this is an elimination match. So whoever loses this best 2 out of 3 will be out of the tournament. And whoever takes the victory here will advance on. And they will take on the winner of the match between Great John and Robo Ridley.
Yeah, looks like they're both ready to go, so I'm gonna quit the race time here, and we'll get started.
And that aforementioned match that I just mentioned, that will be coming up this coming Tuesday night, at about this time. So roughly 72 hours from now, but still a lot to go in between now and then. And we have the countdown getting ready to go here, and our runners will be underway in this game 2 in a best of 3. Ppotdot looking for the 2-game sweep to advance, and BordynConfused looking to get the victory and even things up and force a deciding game 3.
Yeah, we also we can see now that game 1 is probably the most stressful of them all, and race 2 is probably they might play a little better.
Oh, it also depends on their situation. I mean, in Borden's case, you might see a bit more desperation, a few more gambles in play because, it's kind of a winning you stick around, losing you're out scenario, whereas Ppotdot can play maybe things a little bit more safe and not have to take as many gambles, knowing that there's already a 1-game-to-none lead cushion that is in effect. So both runners already starting things off here with Magnet Man.
Yep, looks like we're gonna do the proto fights. See, Ppot is gonna opt to take the mashing just straight going forward, while Borden's gonna stay back and mash. Ooh, Ppot fell.
Bit of a setback here, but still hanging on to at least a bit of a lead here. And something else of note, I mean, we did mention earlier the personal best times for both of our runners here being fairly apart from one another. As we see Borden taking a death here.
Yeah.
I mean, in that case where you kind of know that the match may not necessarily be close to even, you might just be trying to play for your own PB. Not necessarily look to best your opponent as opposed to looking to best your own best. And that's something certainly that you like to see here. And I think that might be something that BordynConfused might be looking to go for here in this second game.
Yeah, I would have to personally agree with you because during my race, I already knew I was gonna lose, so I kind of just looked for a PB there and didn't play as stressed out, which ended up actually making me PB by like 6 minutes.
Yeah, people say in competition there aren't moral victories, but I would beg to differ, especially if you know that there's a rather large variance between your competitive level and your opponents.
Yeah, and people say that not everybody gets something when they win. In this tournament, everybody gets a GG and you played well, instead of like you just won nothing. Ppot takes 2 hits from the monkey, but Borden also lets the bee spawn. Good proto fight from Ppot.
Well,
And
Ppotdot getting crushed there and kind of double hit by Hardman, and that provides a little bit of a setback and allows Borden a chance to close the gap here. Now getting onto the Proto Man fight.
because he now has to do the fight with only the Mega Buster. So I think Borden could actually, no, he can't take the lead, but he could get very close. Oh, I thought Ppot was dead again.
You can see all it takes is an untimely death, and all of a sudden the gap closes considerably here. As you can see, a 5:06 versus about a 5:14, so a roughly 7.5 to 8 second differential out of the first, or the second board rather.
Yeah, that is, one death can change everything. Because now Ppot has to play. Now he knows, because he is watching the stream. He knows that he's only a few seconds ahead now. So now he might go play riskier.
It's hard to say. Different people react differently when put in challenging situations. Some people may want to play safely. Others may want to be a bit riskier. I think with the talent level based on Ppot's seeding, you might more likely see a bit of risk, but I don't know how much of it is risk and how much of it is just, again, that differentiation skill.
Once again, Ppot has just enough to have. There we go, that's what I mean. Now Ppot's actually proving my point, that the Met is the hardest room in the game. Thank you.
Ah, that room with the hard hat. Okay, now I'm...
He's now like I said,
Tried
he's
for
gonna
the
play
magnet.
riskier. And he tried to get that jump, but he just didn't do it. Let's see. Looks like Borden's gonna take the lead here.
And gets the last hit on Top Man, and Borden indeed is going to lead out of the third stage here. Going to be about a 7:32 for Borden.
Good fight from Pot though.
And this will be pretty close to 20 seconds here now as in the lead here. Yeah, 7:52 for Pot. So yeah, about a 20-second lead from what was a 7-second deficit. So that one stage turned things around about 27 seconds, almost a half minute.
Yep, that's why you never lay your guard down. Because you let your guard down, and you might just accidentally turn over the lead, just like Ppot just did. But let's see, will he be able to gain it back in Shadow Stage?
Oh, there is a lot of game left, so anything can happen one way, the other, or both.
Yeah.
Or
Especially in the Doc Robo stages. Those stages, even though they're both good at them, they're still not easy.
All right, Borden utilizing the magnet shots here, as is Ppot. So already closing that gap just more than a bit here, and Borden's going to be finishing on Shadow Man just as Pot is starting it.
I think we're gonna have only a little bit of a difference now.
So the lead's been cut in just a little more than half, as what was a 20-second differential has been cut to 9, as both of our runners are now going to head into the Gemini Man stage.
As we saw, Borden last time did mess up the stage, so if he just messes it up again, that gives Ppot a lot of time to catch up.
This board was the Achilles heel, or certainly the turning point in Game 1, and it's something that Borden's going to want to certainly look to turn around here in this game if he looks to even things up.
Yeah, and I knocked on wood so that way nothing bad happens. And say goodbye to the music, guys. Rip music.
Now,
Oh
for those a little
no!
bit less familiar, what's the cause of that? I see that they kind of slide into that particular board, and that prevents Proto Man from jumping down. But how does that lead to the music being canceled? I guess.
What happens is, since you're sliding through, it's supposed to only play some of the proto music for the cutscene. So when you jump through, you're supposed to be able to hear the Gemini music. But instead, since you jumped through, you're still gonna hear Proto's cutscene
So you
music.
get to hear all 4 bars of the
No,
tune,
Ppot!
as opposed to just the one.
Yeah. Ppot taking a death that he was in the lead. Looks like Borden's gonna try to take his lead back.
Yeah, the gap had closed to pretty much a dead heat, but then yeah, that water death has certainly been an equalizer.
Hopscotch with Rush. And he takes a hit to the big neck.
There's the Gemini laser, and at about 12:29, that takes care of Gemini for Borden.
Borden almost died again.
And that setback has extended the lead to about 21 seconds or so.
Yeah, I was gonna say around 21 to 22 seconds. And now we have kind of a relaxing stage. Needleman, but you still don't want to let your guard down on this.
I think it's because of the music. You get so caught up in it because it's such a great tune that it can allow for one to let up.
Yeah, just simply say, I want to go back in the turn of events, and then take the death to hear the music again.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
Well, but like it's a good song to the point where they're like so focused they want to hear it that they just kind of forget that they're speedrunning, and they kind of like just die with that, since their mindset is on the music and not just completing the game as fast as possible.
I think their splits may let them know otherwise here, as Borden making quick work of Needleman with the Gemini laser.
It actually looks like
21
Borden.
out.
It looks like Borden is actually not too far behind it on his PB.
And Ppot might have shaved about a second or two off here. Yep, it's about an 18-second differential now, as Borden's going to head into Snake Man, the 7th of the 8 robot bosses, and this is where there's a slight variance, as Pot opting to do Spark first and then double back to Snake.
It's really just this, like, different. It's all about preference. You don't really lose time by doing one or the other first. All it really does is creates like a mixture of the two, because you get to see now Snake and Spark at the same time, and then opposites. Ppot takes the death. I just was looking at that from the stream. Here we go. Board's gonna come up here. Board's gonna come into this cloud room. Here we go, Borden about to enter the snake fight.
I'll be right back. Something has come up IRL. Hold things down here, Nitro.
Alright, will do. Looks like Ppot is coming out of the snake fight while Borden is leaving Snake. Now they're gonna go opposite of each other. We'll see the difference between the two after they both complete their final 8 robo stages. Here we go, Borden doing the drop room while Ppot is entering the first room of Snake. Borden takes the hit to those sparks, and he also takes the hit to the mech. Here we go. Looks like Ppot is about to go with the plungers. He's gonna go into this room, the first plunger room. Ooh, then he's gonna mess it up. But Borden's just gonna take his way back into it. He messed it up, but that's okay. He's just gonna switch to Shadow Blade and make it all fine. Looks like Ppotdot is on to the second mini boss, but he's just gonna skip it over with Rush Jet. And Borden is now on the Sparkman fight, while Ppotdot is about to enter the second to last room. Okay, looks like we have a 1910, not exit, but first, like, screen there, so. Ppotdot is going to do the snake fight. Borden is heading into his first stock robo. He's hoping to hold his ground. And looks like a 1950 from Borden. Like, good flash fight from Borden. Looks like Borden is going to do the rush jet. And then he's gonna switch over to the Shadow Blade and do the spiders. Here we go. Borden is going to enter the Doc Bubble fight. Good bubble fight from Borden.
Thank you for filling in. So, Gemini taken care of here on Borden's side. Ppotdot, meanwhile, working on the Needle refight. And has Crash Man up. Meanwhile, over to Shadow Man, and oh no, just hitting the spike on the left edge there is Borden. Thankfully, it doesn't lose a whole lot of time, but still less than ideal.
Is he
Spike
just trying
can
to
be
get
treacherous.
Just give me 1 second. I will be right back.
Not a problem. So after squeezing past the surly spikes, Bordyn now working on the blind jumps, which are even more treacherous considering that, well, thanks to that light being out, unlike in the first time around, there's pits to deal with here. And it looks like both our competitors are going to be on a respective refight. Woodman over on Bordyn's side and Metalman on Pot's side. And both fights taken care of, and more of the spikes. And a quick Gemini laser to the Hammer Joes, and Magnet's going to take out the parachuters, but Bordyn falling a little short on the jump, and that's going to lead to a game over. So loses about half a stage in that particular death, or game over rather. Pot now working on Quickman with the laser, able to take care of it. And now Pot heading over to Gemini as we're back over the perilous pit here in Shadow Man for Bordyn. And then Ppot falling into the pit, having a little trouble jumping out of that one slide. You only, I think, what is it, 8 frames you have before you can jump out of the slide. So on those very narrow points, trying to jump out of the slide can cause more problems than it solves at times, especially when you have those fires shooting down upon you here. And there goes Woodman on Bord's side. We have almost in stereo fights here. Flashman on Pot's side. And Crashman, or Heatman rather, over on Bordyn's side.
I am back. And looks like Ppot took another death, while Bordyn is going to head into Doc Needle here. Wait, I'm just now realizing, if you die on the spikes in the other room, does it send you all the way back to the start?
Yes, if you game over, it takes you back to the beginning of that stage. That's what happened in Bordyn's case.
Okay, because I saw Ppotdot die, but then he was at the start of the stage again. But good air fight from Bordyn.
Okay, Ppot apparently had a game over along the way. I wasn't paying attention as I was focusing on Bordyn,
Yeah.
as I was asked to do behind the scenes.
But looks like Bordyn is about to go into the first mini boss here, first giant bet, because Wily really enjoys his bets. That's why he has an entire room full of, an entire stage full of bets of Mega Man 4. But that's foreshadowing. So. But here we go. Looks like Bordyn's gonna go into the Doc Crash fight. Not a bad fight from Bordyn. Looks like Bordyn is going to do these. Oh no, Bordyn! Here we go. Just to see, is this Ppot's last Doc Robo stage or? But Bordyn is going to make his way into the Doc Metal fight. Good fight from Bordyn. Looks like Ppotdot has taken the lead. Bordyn making his way over to Doc Quick. He did take a few deaths last time, so hopefully he doesn't do that again. He's gonna E-tank before he actually starts the fight. Not a bad fight from Doc Quick. Ppotdot is in Wily 1. Looks like Borden is making his way into Wily 1, while Ppotdot is now doing the most RNG boss in this game. Not too much of a difference here. So here we go. Looks like Ppotdot is going to do the Wily 2 now. Here we go, we're gonna see Borden doing turtles while Ppotdot is doing devils. So is good fight from Borden though. And then Ppotdot got the one cycle on the devil. Here we go, Borden going into Wily 2. He's gonna try to close up this gap, because he would really like to see a race 3. Looks like Borden is now in the boss fight. Let's see, will he be able to do fast devil this time, or is he just... Oh, Ppotdot takes the death. Wait, is he not... He's not gonna do fast devil this time. Here we go, and looks like they both finished off their fights. Ppotdot onto the refights, while Borden is now entering Wily 3. Looks like we're going to see Borden doing Wily 3, finishing up, while Ppotdot is doing the Shadow refight. Oh no! Borden! Okay, here we go. Borden's gonna go into the refights. There we go. Ppotdot is done with the Hardman refight, while Borden is doing the stage. Ooh, Ppotdot misses the laser. That's okay. Borden heading into the refights here. Looks like Ppotdot is done with his refights. Borden is still doing Dark Shadow. Okay, Borden doing the hard fight while Ppotdot has finished up. Oh, looks like I'm the only commentator left. Okay, well, that was unexpected, but looks like Borden is finishing up the Gemini refights. And GG to Ppotdot. GG to Ppotdot. No sense loss. It's not an alien this time, it's a gamma fight. Thank you, the Hardware Games. Hopefully we can get them in for an interview quickly, because I actually do not have so much time. I actually do have to go in like a minute, so I'm hoping Ppotdot can join. Here we go. I hope they should have gotten a link. At least Ppotdot should have. And GG. And that is Borden, who is also done. Hopefully they can join. Here we go. Borden finishing up Gamma. And now he's done. GG. Looks like Ppotdot is in here. GG's to both runners. Hello. GG's.
Thanks. Those were the second round in particular was pretty sloppy.
Yeah. Like I would have to agree. You took a lot of deaths. And like I think you took. It was very close. It almost came down to a race 3. Just let you know your timer just started again.
Yeah. I was like, I think I died like 4 times in the robots and hadn't game over. And I'm like, okay, the game's just being really nice to me right now. But the Doc Gemini death, where it gave me a drop right as I'm supposed to jump during lag, was pretty mean. So it decided to catch up to me at that point.
Yeah, I know you did not. You did fail. The Wily machine kill, fast kill.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I failed the machine, the quick snake kill both times. I think. First time I think I was just like I was set up wrong. I was too far away for whatever reason. And the second time, I tried to get greedy with the lag. I tried to have the snakes on screen for less time, and so I ran out of lag to fire the snakes during. So we had like 2 HP left.
Yeah.
But it's fine. I had a good time. I laughed really hard at my Wily 3 death in that second run where I bonked my head off a rush.
Yeah. Hi, Borden. GG's.
Thanks.
GG.
Yeah, GG.
GG's. I know. I can actually not stay for that much longer, but GG's to both of you guys. Your runs were both great. I had, once again, I enjoyed commentating both of your races, Borden.
I gave you a level to scream at every time, so.
Yup, you gave. Last time was top, and this time I think it was Wily 4. I think probably my main one that he screamed at both times. But yeah, I actually do have to go, guys. So I'm gonna wrap it up.
All right, thanks.
Sounds great. Thanks for doing the commentary. And look forward to future races.